You may have noticed there was no Seaman update this week. That's because between my last stream and my next stream on Monday the 5th, there were 0 events in the Seaman tank. I was completely unable to move the rock for this period of time.
You seem to only show up at night. Are you the boogeyman? Hey, happy August. I love the first of the month. I feel less bloaty then.
I was becoming increasingly concerned. I feared that between a rogue sequencing area and my conversations with Seaman, my incubation of a blue moth larva, or some other outside factor, I had made a mistake in some way that had caused a glitched state for my Seaman game that made it unable to progress.
Oh, hello. You woke me up in the middle of a bad dream. I dreamt I was naked at school.
Over the course of this week of updates, I had done copious research, scouring the depths of the internet for information regarding this problem. When I brought in the chat for my live observation on Monday the 5th, I explained these problems and feared I may have to restart or let Seaman perish. That was until a fateful moment. What if I turn the light on?
Who turned out the lights?
And wiggle it. Maybe you can't see what I'm doing. What's up, Josh? Welcome to the stream. Yep. Seaman is being a little bitch. Look at him. He doesn't even care. He's not bothered at all.
You want to move the rock, eh?
No
Well,
way.
If you want my help, you're going to have to answer my riddle first. If a human types 60 words a minute for 8 hours a day, 6 days a week, what does it have after 7 months?
The news.
Nope. Sorry, the correct answer was carpal tunnel syndrome. Well, guess I can't help you then, can I?
The light was... Turning the light to its brightest setting caused Seaman to react to wiggling the rock and began quizzing me with trick questions.
Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Here's my next question. If a man yells for 7 days straight, and his pitch raises an octave every 3 hours, what does he have at the end of the week?
A sore throat?
Correct. Very good. All right, I'll help you with the rock then.
I could not believe that somehow, after more than a week of my Seaman game being completely stagnant, that I had not tried to meddle with this element of the game while attempting this.
Oh. Keep your hand on it.
So, over the next 3 days, Seaman and I worked together to move the rock, with me answering his various riddles. To my own surprise, I got a few of them on the first try.
The third time's the charm. I hope. All right, here's another one. What do you have if you put a cat in a fishbowl?
Dead fish?
Right you are. All right, I'll give you a hand.
Damn. Day 4.
Wow. Look at what we did.
You don't fuck all see, man. Hasn't even moved. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, here's a really easy one. How many tentacles does an octopus have?
8.
Well, that was an easy one, wasn't it? All right, I'll help you with the rock then.
On the fourth push, the game surprised me by seizing all control of my inputs and camera and moving into a cutscene orientation.
Keep your hand on it.
as the final heave of the rock caused the water to begin to drain through a hole it had revealed. When it was complete, Seaman came to rest in a shallow pool at the front of the tank. He made some attempts to leap from the water to the sand, gaining considerable height, but not quite making the distance. With this stage complete, I assume that Seaman for Dreamcast is now ready to continue as per usual, and the recaps will reassume their original format.
Your team effort with the podfish to create dry land was very impressive. Congratulations on a job well done. At the moment, the habitat contains 1. Podfish. He is enjoying a comfortable environment. Please continue your good work watching after him.
Nimoy has never said that about Seaman's environment on login.
The pregnant podfish will soon give birth. Make sure you do not miss this dramatic experience. So let us head over to the tank.
With the aired-out tank, the air no longer needs to be managed, and the heat remains in the blue up to 25 degrees. Perhaps with these conditions, it does not degrade so fast that it bothers Seaman in the space of a day.
I'm still full. Are you trying to fatten me for slaughter? So this is land. I could get to like this.
Seaman makes a tremendous effort to emerge from the water, going for a short walk before stopping. He seems to be in a great amount of pain and exerting a huge amount of effort, so he is likely in the process of giving birth. Sure enough, after a short wait, Seaman produces 6 spherical eggs with a small Seaman inside.
I'd say my work here is done. Later.
With a final snarky remark, the podfish dies. Good work, Juan Cum. You've done your species proud. The eggs do not resemble the same eggs that our first batch of seamen hatch from. Instead, they are small round creatures, already with faces and no fins, much like a tadpole. At this point, I was a bit unsure of what to do. Seaman passed on no guidance before he died, leaving me in the care of an unprecedented 6 eggs. I have a spider I need to dispose of in the insect cage, but as the Seaman tank has been drained, drowning the spider is no longer an option, and it could pose a threat to the new eggs. I attempted verbal contact and tapping the glass, but the tadpoles don't respond. They might not be able to see or hear me in the eggs. Part of me wants to move the eggs into the water, but I'm nervous to try picking them up, for fear of breaking them. Typically, when you pick something up in Seaman, it falls from the top of the tank, so that seems like a danger too. After a while of inactivity, I mustered up the courage to try, but you're unable to grip the eggs, so whatever happens next will happen on its own. My storage is filled with food for the tadpoles, assuming they can eat these. There's a couple of food pellets as well.
The podfish emerged onto dry land to lay eggs. However, It expired immediately afterwards. Take good care of the hatchlings, as an important life was sacrificed to create them. It is about time for the eggs to hatch. Pay close attention to what emerges.
I'm looking forward to these eggs hatching. I hope they have little baby voices again. One of the moths has become stuck in the web the spider has spun, a direct result of not being able to dispose of the spider yesterday. I tried releasing the moth, but it simply flew back in. I think I have the maximum amount of moths right now, which is why that blue one is stuck in its pupa state, so I'm not terribly worried.
Hello?
The little tadpoles hatch, spring into the water, and begin yapping like Seaman again. They don't miss a beat.
Evening.
How are you?
I've been better.
Hungry?
No, I'm not really hungry. I was wondering, how is your health these days?
I'm good.
You feel all right, do you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. You know how I worry.
Do I though? You're a new creature. Technically we have no history. For the purposes of the video game, it makes sense that the tadpoles would inherit the memories of their predecessors, but is this supposed to be what is happening in the actual laboratory itself? All theorizing aside, it's nice to talk with Seaman again beyond simple pleasantries.
So, you feel pretty good, huh? Well, that's great, but being the moonchild that you are, I'll bet you probably take your health for granted sometimes. Is that true?
Yes?
Uh-huh, I thought so. As long as I've been around, you soft little creatures, you never seem to know how good you have it.
I spotted that one of the Seamen was born with the softer, more rounded face, not shared by the gillmen that made it through the slaughter. Maybe this is a recessive gene or something like that. The tadpoles are already skilled swimmers. They can leap from the water a short ways into the air. That is the end of the Seaman recap double feature. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. And like and leave a comment. I've already explained that comments are my favorite thing to look at and read and reply to. Please leave more comments. If you don't leave a comment on this video, I'm banning you from YouTube. Alright, goodbye.